Hey, Frank here, Springers. Eventually coming from you, the Goodwill outlet in Ocala. This one has been closed down for several years now and just reopened. So we're going to go in there and check it out and see if there's any gold in here. Let's go. All right, so let's head in there. It's been quite a few years now since we've been inside this one. Like I said, it's been closed. So let's go check it out and see what kind of gold we could find down there. Do some mining for gold. So as you can tell, it's a nice, very clean little facility there. Not too overly crowded today. I think that was just like a perfect good-sized crowd that you can get into without bouncing in everybody. You can see they're already putting some bins out or taking some out at that point. And most of the wares are against this back wall right back there. They'll usually have one or two rows of bins. I think the far wall from right here where those wooden tables are, there was a glassware over in there. And then right behind me, you can't see, but on the wall there where the windows are facing the highway, they actually even have a little area there where if you find some stuff, you can go there and look through your stuff and put it back as well, I believe. So here's some of the bins coming out from the inside. Like I said, they changed them out several times throughout the day. So just going to pan around a little bit here so you can see what's going on. Coming out. So as you can tell, it is definitely always a mad dash. As soon as all those new carts are set up, they tell everybody, okay, it's to go, and everybody just jumps in to see what new gold they could find in them there bins. So everybody was right at it. So how they kind of set this one up is by each bin or by every 2 or 3 bins, they'll put an empty bin. So as you're digging down into the one bin, you could take the stuff and throw it into the empty bin. So usually right after the mad exodus or whatever, digging through the bins, you'll have 3 or 4 bins that are all full, so then you just have to go through them all. So here's some of the wares of the pots and pans and stuff like that. And we have found good things in those wares. We have found cast iron skillets. I mean, and I'm not talking about the newer junk ones out there. We're talking about the antique, vintage, good ones, 100 years old stuff as well. So here's just a little look at that. Electronics, I have found electronics at some of the bins as well. So just kind of pan around here for a minute. Alright, so they're getting ready for another swap out, so they'll go ahead and they'll start taking the bins back. As you look back in that little part of the warehouse there, you can even see that semi in the background. Just filled with those big plastic bins. It looks like they even double stack them inside there. So nothing stays out there terribly long though. Like I said, they'll do several swap outs. Here's the new ones. I don't know if that one's coming in. Oh yeah, that's a new one coming in. And like I said, they'll put a couple bins and then they'll put an empty bin next to it. Wish they would have kind of put that empty bin in the center of it. Would have made it a little easier maybe, but hey, it is what it is. Maybe I'll say something to the supervisor in the back there. Oh, wait a minute. She must have overheard me. She is putting that in the middle. So if you've never been to the bins or the Goodwill outlet before, they do price everything by the pound. So you have textiles as your first thing up there. That would be all your clothes, with the exception of jeans. They do price jeans separately. I think they were either $2 or $3 a pair. Don't quote me on that. Just check when you get in there. All right, let's get in some of the stuff that we found. All right, so here's a little bit of the haul we got there from that day. Actually, it's pretty much what my wife found, because I was just trying to do a little video since that was kind of a grand opening there. So did find this Pink Floyd shirt, kind of a distressed Dark Side of the Moon one. It was kind of black with like bleach spots on it. I guess that's the way it was made, but thought it was pretty cool. Colors are still pretty good on it, so you never go wrong with a concert t-shirts. Let's see what the next one we found. So the next one we found was this extra large Rolling Stones t-shirt. There again, it's not an actual from a concert shirt, but just a repop of a Rolling Stones one. So the one with the lips is always a really pretty cool one. I don't know, we may keep this. So the next stone we found, like I said, we found that one stone shirt here. There's another one here. This was actually from a U.S. tour. So this is actually a U.S. tour shirt in black. Colors on it in really good shape. Let me flip this thing around. So this was from their U.S. 2021 tour. See all the different places they hit, anywhere between St. Louis down to Hollywood. So that was in, like I said, it was in really nice shape, great colors to it. So that was a really nice find, I thought. Right on top there, my wife is always looking for a vintage Pyrex. This was actually a refrigerator bowl lid. So we found that in the glass section, which I think is like what, 14 cents, 19 cents a pound. So ridiculously cheap if you find any old Pyrex. Now we have one more item. Let me grab that. So the last thing my wife found over there this time was this vintage Christmas tablecloth, which was real beautiful embroidery on there with lace in really nice shape. Now, I have to admit, all these items my wife has already washed. This thing wasn't not that white when we got digging out of the bins. So, but that was a really nice piece. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed that little tour around in Goodwill here in Ocala. The bins open up, the Goodwill outlets. So like I said, it's been quite a few years. I think it closed down right at the beginning of COVID. So it's all back open again. And didn't find a lot of stuff. You gotta go digging. As you could tell, the people go crazy there when they bring the new bins out. And they changed them out several times while we're there. I think it's open 3 or 4 days a week. I think it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I think they're opening on Saturdays now. You might want to call down there just to confirm their hours and stuff if you're coming from out of town. So, but like I said, if you like digging, oh, by all means, go for it. And like I said, I'm always looking for vintage Harley items or vintage glassware, Pyrex. Heck, I found car parts, motorcycle parts, vintage Christmas items. We always go looking for that stuff as well. So, hey, thanks again. I appreciate it. Hey, don't forget, give me a thumbs up if you like that kind of content. Subscribe, hit the notification bell. Whenever I put a new one out, you'll make sure you're notified. Thanks so much. And hey, we just may see you out there junking someday. See ya.